It is that time of year again. Let's talk about picks for round 1 for the NBA postseason. First up, the Miami Heat facing the Milwaukee Bucks. What a downfall for the Heat, from number 1 seed last year to barely making it as seed number 8. While Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks continue making a push for another title. Give me the Bucks in a generally easy 5 games. Next, the Atlanta Hawks and the Boston Celtics. Honestly easy series here, give me Boston to sweep. Trae Young is a shade of his former self, and the Celtics are too strong with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart. Celtics in 4. Up next, the Brooklyn Nets facing the Philadelphia 76ers. Even without Kevin Durant, James Harden, or Kyrie Irving, the Nets still make it into the 6th seed. But I still think these new-look Nets are no match for Philadelphia and their regular starters. Joel Embiid, James Harden, and Tyrese Maxey should push the Sixers over the top in this series. Give me Philadelphia in 5 games. Next, the New York Knicks facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tricky one to pick here, but after thinking long and hard, I will go with Cleveland in a hard-fought series. Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, when healthy, are the pieces that give Cleveland the advantage over a young and upcoming Knicks team. Cavaliers win in a Game 7 at home. Now we head over the Western Conference. First for the West, the Minnesota Timberwolves up against the Denver Nuggets. After blowing out the Thunder to get the 8 seed, the T-Wolves face an uphill battle in Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. Especially with Rudy Gobert being a potential team cancer. Either way, Denver wins. With or without Gobert, the Wolves are just no match for a team much better than them. Give me Nuggets in 5. Next up, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Memphis Grizzlies. Trickier one to pick than most people think. But I still think Memphis wins. The Lakers just aren't what they used to be in 2020. And the Grizzlies are the rising power in the West with Ja Morant, and Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies in a tight 6 games. Next up, the Golden State Warriors versus the Sacramento Kings. Well, who would have thought, in the Pacific Division, you have, the defending champion Warriors, LeBron James and the Lakers, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and the Clippers, and now, Kevin Durant and the Suns. All that all-star history, and yet, it's Sacramento who wins the division. De'Aaron Fox, Harrison Barnes, and Kevin Huerter are the main shooters for this young and upcoming Kings team. But they get a tough first-round test in the defending champion Warriors led by Steph Curry, Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole. Can Sacramento prove no fluke and surpass the champs? Yes. The Kings have the sharp shooting attack it takes to handle Golden State, plus the Warriors are not that good on the road this season. Give me the Kings in 6 games. And lastly, the Los Angeles Clippers up against the Phoenix Suns. Sure, you have Kevin Durant and Devin Booker for Phoenix, but they still have not gotten to their full potential since trading for Durant yet, which made me think about this series a bit more. But I still think Phoenix wins. Sure, a healthy Kawhi Leonard and Paul George can keep this a tight series. This is when the Suns I think will begin to gain team chemistry and could go on a deep playoff run. I'll say Suns in a tough 6 games. Well, do you think I'm crazy? Do you disagree? Let me know your picks for round 1 down below. We will be back here to predict round 2. Round 1 is over. Time to try and predict round 2. First up, the Miami Heat versus the New York Knicks. Well, oh my, the Heat do the unthinkable and upset the Bucks, and the Knicks make short work of the Cavaliers. I am actually going with Miami to get another upset. Jimmy Butler is on a completely different level, and I don't know if the Knicks can handle a red-hot underdog. Give me Heat in 6. Now we have the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Boston Celtics, the matchup everyone saw coming. In my opinion, the two best teams in basketball this season. Overall, Boston has the edge. How long will Joel Embiid be out? And how will the Sixers do during that time? Even with a healthy Embiid, Boston should win with or without Embiid. Give me Celtics in a home Game 7 in Boston. Next up, the Phoenix Suns up against the Denver Nuggets. Denver avoids a possible collapse with a tough win in Game 5, and Phoenix for the most part makes short work of the Clippers. Tricky one to pick when you look at it that way, but I do still think Denver wins. The Suns have finally gotten the team chemistry after a good series win, but now they face a tougher test in Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. That spells trouble for the underdog Suns. I'll say Nuggets in 6. And lastly, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. LeBron James and the Lakers upset the Grizzlies, and the Warriors avoid a series collapse to the up-and-coming Kings. Overall, I say Lakers win. These Lakers look a lot different from the team that started 2-10. Not saying Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and the Warriors cannot win this series, quite the contrary. This series can go either way. But I give the Razors' edge to the Lakers in 7. That will be all for round 2. Let me know what you think down below. We will be back again to predict round 3. Down to the home stretch in the 2022-23 NBA season. We have only 4 teams left. And let's take a look at our conference final matchups. In the Eastern Conference, the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. A rematch of last season's conference final, as well as a rematch of 2020. Raise your hand if you said the number 8 seed Miami Heat would make this big of a Cinderella run. Put your hand down, you're lying. Upsetting both the Bucks and the Knicks to get back to the conference final. And the Celtics come back from down 3-2 to the 76ers. I am actually going with Miami to get another upset and keep their Cinderella going. Almost beat Boston last year if it weren't for Jimmy Butler's rushed game-winning 3. But I think they get it done this time. Give me the Heat in 6. Miami returns to the NBA Finals for the second time in 4 years. First time since 2020. And now the Western Conference. The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets. Denver avoids a collapse to the Suns, and the Lakers avoid a collapse of their own with a blowout of the Warriors in Game 6. But overall, Denver wins. Sure, it will be tough to guard LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and D'Angelo Russell. But, the Nuggets have the shooters to counterattack that, including Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon. Give me the Nuggets to advance to their first NBA Finals in franchise history. So, my 2023 NBA Finals matchup prediction. The Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets. Will it happen? Only time will tell. We will be back here to preview the finals regardless of matchup. It is finally time. 2 teams remain. But only one can win the final series. Welcome to the 2023 NBA Finals preview. Now, let's take a look at our 2 finalists this season. A newcomer onto the NBA Finals scene. The Denver Nuggets in their first NBA Finals in franchise history. After a record of 53-29, they clinched the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, handling the Timberwolves, getting past Kevin Durant and the Suns, and sweeping LeBron James and the Lakers. These Nuggets are of course led by likes of Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon. Now, for their opponent. A play-in team in the NBA Finals. Something no one ever thought was possible, but here we are. The Miami Heat prove to still be the top of the Eastern Conference. With a record of 44-38, Miami finished with the 7th best record in the East, after losing the first round of the play-in. The Heat would rally in the final minutes to beat the Bulls and clinch the number 8 seed in the East, and then, the Cinderella began, upsetting the best record in basketball in the Milwaukee Bucks, handling the New York Knicks. And then after blowing a 3-0 series lead, They blow out the Boston Celtics Game 7 to advance to the finals. These Heat would not be where they are today if not for the likes of Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, Gabe Vincent, and Tyler Hero. Now that we've seen both finalists, and their push to be the 2023 NBA champion, it is time to make a prediction. What on paper seems like a one-sided series, I think will be the exact opposite. I don't see how this series does not go at least 6 games. And in Game 6, at home, the Miami Heat finish off their Cinderella run with an NBA championship. These Heat just scream a different Cinderella than we've seen in years past. And if Miami can handle Giannis Antetokounmpo in 5, get up 3-0 on a dangerous Boston team, what makes you think they can't handle Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets? The Miami Heat, your 2023 NBA champions. That is what I am predicting. My 2023 NBA Finals MVP, Jimmy Butler. Disagree? Let me know what you predict happens down below. It has been a great NBA season. Won't be long before we do it all again. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets and their fans on winning the 2023 NBA championship, their first title in franchise history. An insane NBA season for sure. Sad it is over, but October is only 4 months from now, then we will do it all again.